Hello everyone, my name is Dan from LottieFiles, and today I have something really special. Today, we are going to recreate this iPad mini animation from Apple.com. So if you guys are ready, let's begin. The first thing we will do is to go to Apple.com, and over there, let's go and enter to the iPad section, and let's click on iPad mini. And as you can see, we have this beautiful animation. And well, turns out that this is a Lottie. So how do I know that? It is because we are using this tool called Lottie Grabber. So it's an extension that works for Chrome. And if you want to have this, just go to the extensions library, and over there you will find Lottie Grabber. It was made by our VP in engineering, Joe. He's a very talented guy. So as you can see, and if we come back here and we tap here, actually this extension gives a lot of information. We can see the height, the width, the frame rate, and also, the number of frames. So this is very important because we can deduce from this, the duration. So in this case, 60 frames per second, 120 frames, so it means 2 seconds. And not only that, we will actually grab this animation with Edit Lottie. So this will open the Lottie Editor, and this tool actually will give us, some other stuff. As you can see, we also have the duration and some other features, but we'll just focus to actually upload this animation to our library. So we'll click over here, and this will upload the animation to our private library. So as you can see, now we have the animation. And why we are doing that? Because we will use this animation as blueprint to recreate it. So once we'll have this, we'll move to Figma. This is Figma over here. So the only thing I will do is to right click and look also for the LottieFiles plugin. There you go. And in case you don't have the LottieFiles plugin, it's really easy to find it. The only thing you need to do is to go to community and search for LottieFiles, and boom, you have the plugin over here. So going back to our exercise, the next thing we'll do is to go to my animations, and over here, we'll select this animation, which is by Apple, and we'll do two things. The first one, we'll insert this as SVG because we want to grab this asset exactly as it is. And then we need also the GIF version. So I will show you why. So first, I will click over here, and as you can see, I can play, with the frames, but I will choose this frame because it's the complete frame, and I will insert as SVG. And also, I will ask to convert it as a GIF. So in the meantime, it's converting to GIF. What I will do is to, just actually delete some of the frames, unnecessary frames. And this is normal, especially when we are using different masks and we actually import it as SVG. So we'll have different frames, maybe assets or, some kind of weird stuff. So don't worry about it. There you go. And the only thing that interests us is this mini. So also we can delete this other frame over here. So now we can call this as, just mini. So this is something that we will use actually to animate, and it will be part of our animation. And as you can see, it's vectorized. And also it has the gradient. So this is perfect for us. And now we have the GIF over here, and we'll hit over here, add to Figma, and this will insert the GIF animation. So I will just close my plugin. And from here, I will just adjust it. Don't worry if it's cropped, we always can adjust it. And if you remember, the sizes of the animation was 572. And, the height was 112. There you go. So now that we have this one, let me put it over here. I will make another copy. And I will double click over here, come to GIF, and put it in the last frame. There you go. So why I need these two? This is my initial frame, and I will use this, as a blueprint in After Effects. And this is my last frame. So also I will use it just to, accommodate all the different text and also this asset. And over here we have this asset that we'll use for the actual animation. So over here, we can call this, iPad mini. Or, let's make it simple. We can call this script because of the typeface, and this other one just sans serif. There you go. And this will be, our blueprints. So the only thing we'll do is export and export these two layers as PNGs to this folder. Okay, save. And we will do the same thing for this over here. Export as PNG with the alpha. And this is mini. There you go. So now we have our three assets that will help us to create the Lottie animation. So let's open After Effects. And as you can see, I have After Effects open already. And what we'll use, and it's very handy, is the LottieFiles plugin. So I will go to my animations, and actually this will help us to understand how the animation is working. Okay, this is good. And in case you didn't install the LottieFiles plugin, so the only thing you need to do is to go to LottieFiles.com/integrations. And over there we have multiple integrations for the most popular frameworks. In this case, you can click over here for After Effects. And as you can see, we have a very nice video. And we have two ways to install, via ZXP or also via Adobe Exchange. I normally use Adobe Exchange because it's more easy. And then, once you have the plugin installed, the next thing you need to do is to come to Window and then go to Extensions and select LottieFiles. Okay, perfect. So now we can create a new composition. And over here, as you remember, we are using the width 572 and the height 112. And we can call this iPad mini animation. There you go. Then in the frame rate, 60 frames per second, and also for the duration too. For the background, it's good white, no problem with that. We hit OK. Nice. So the next thing we need to do is to grab, all our elements that we exported and just place it over here. Boom, there you go. So, we'll organize them a little bit. As you can see, we have the sans serif, we have the mini, and then we have the script. So these two, they're just, for reference. So I would just select both of them and I would change its color. Maybe we can use aqua. Yeah. And this is actually part of the animation. So now I will place this exactly where it should be. So I will just hide sans serif and, we will select this one and just move it right here. Okay, good. So this is the first step and we don't need it anymore. And now we also need to recreate, iPad and iPad mini. For that, no problem with that, we can select the text, click over here, and then we can type. There you go. And, just a small detail, for this font, actually, you can use SF Pro. In my case, I'm using SF Pro Display because I think I have some problem of compatibility, but Apple right now is using one typeface, which is called SF Pro. SF Pro Display is the old version. So I'm using SF Pro Medium and 144, and let me just place it. There you go. But, make sure that the anchor point is not in this corner. For that, there is a easy way to fix, press Command, Option, and Home. There you go. And we have the anchor point in the right place. So one of the reasons that I'm not, typing iPad mini is because we want iPad and mini separated. So in this case, okay, we have iPad and now, we just can hide the script and then we can put the sans serif. And, the only thing I will do is select this layer, copy and paste over here. And, I'll just place it right here and change this for mini. There you go. Then I'll select this one and also, place it. Okay, perfect. So now, as you can see, we have iPad mini, in sans serif. So also we don't need this. There you go. And the only thing we need is this other one. So we have the three of them. And also I think we can change this, to red. So we make sure that these three are the one that we'll use for the animation. Okay, that's perfect. So now the next thing we will do is very, very simple and easy. So we'll create a mask using, the stroke and the pen tool. So for that, I will select this mini and, I will go to the pen tool and over here, I will just draw. And what I need to follow is actually the pink pad, the one from the script. So I will do so. It doesn't have to be perfect, just something like this. Because actually this first mask will help us, to hide the word mini. So you can, you need to go until the dot of the eye and also come back over here. And, the same process a little bit here. Okay, this is really good. And the next thing we will do, we'll just go to Effect and then Generate and then look for a stroke. There you go. So we'll change the size of the brush. So we can select something like this. The idea is that to hide, all the black text. So as you can see, yeah, something like that. So we are changing, the brush to almost, 30. And then, the other thing also that we need to change is here. Reveal original image. There you go. Then, just to test, we can hide what it says mini over here. So we hide this one, the script one. Okay, so what's the next step? We actually need to create the animation, the one that will wipe, the word mini, the one in black. So this will actually help us, to understand when everything is starting. So we can say that in frame 9, the animation starts. So we just can put, the scrubber to frame 9. There you go. And over here, we'll just, add a keyframe, just right here in start. And then, just see when it ends. And it looks like it ends just right here in frame 68, which means 1 second plus, 8 frames. There you go. So now we put this to 100%. Cool. And now, we need to do almost the same steps for the script. So over here, we'll just hide this one and I will focus on script. Okay, cool. So the next thing we need to do is to come here, and make sure that you're selecting mini, and then we'll use the pen tool. So over here, as you can see, we have like a small, white square. It means that we are using a mask. So, we just need to draw the outline. And yeah, in this case, probably, try to be the most accurate as you can. So as you can see, we have our stroke. And the next thing we will do is just to come here, go to Effects, and, we'll go to Generate. And again, the drill, stroke. And we'll just increase the size of the brush. So maybe something like this. So 17, maybe we can put 18. It's okay, I think, we just need to move this one a bit. There you go. And then, this will actually start, in the other way around. So we will use the keyframe for end. So in this case, again, first, don't forget to change this to reveal original image. And then we will use this also as a reference. So we can see that exactly at this time, yeah, probably it will be like, 11 frames is when the animation is starting. So we can put this to 11 frames and, we hit the stopwatch and we can create, our animation. So over here we'll put 0. And then if we go just right here, yeah, we are talking about 108. So it means, around 1 second, 48 frames. There you go. So over here, we will add another keyframe to 100. So if we see the animation, there you go. So now, as you can see, we'll turn on also the mini animation. Okay, so if we take a look how it looks like, you can see our animation. So this is pretty dope. Okay, so the last part will be to add the dots. And for that, very, very simple. Maybe you already guessed it. We just need to create 2 circles and, and just animate the scale. So for that, I will just, hide all of these and I will use this one, the script version. And, I can zoom maybe, I don't know, 400%. I will press the space bar key and over here, select ellipse tool and I will create, two circles over here. So to change this, right now we are using just stroke. We don't need stroke actually, so we can avoid that. But yes, we need the fill, and we can hit OK. For this, I will grab the pointer, and I will just change a little bit the size. So in this case, I can come here, go to transform, and I will scale it. Okay, so if you have this small error, it means that the anchor point is not well placed. So just select again the shape over here and press Command Option Home. There you go. So I will just zoom in this a little bit, and as you can see over here, we need just to scale it down a little bit, maybe until here. So maybe the circle that you are creating won't have the same size as mine, so just try to keep it in 100. But remember, the size that you will put it over here, in this case the same size that you will use it is the maximum size that you need to arrive. So remember this size, because this is important. At the end, this will be our last frame. So okay, the only thing we need to do over here is just to animate it, and we'll see when actually the dot starts animating. So we can say that in frame 93, which means 1 second and 33 frames, just around here, there you go, that's when our animation starts. So we'll put a keyframe, we'll put this to 0, and then we keep scrubbing, and we see that it ends in frame, we can say 108. So it means 48 from here. There you go. So we can put the scale back to 82. Okay, nice. And then we have also this other dot. So in this case, I would just select this one, copy, paste, and we can call this, dot 1, and this other one, dot 2. There you go. So in this case, what I will do, so I will select dot 2, and I will just move it over here. So it looks like it starts maybe here, 101. So it means 41 frames. I mean 1 second and 41. So I will just put it here, 41. So just open this one. I can see the transform, and we can say like, okay, it will start around here, and then it ends just right here, 114. So it means 54, 1 second and 54. So just right here. Okay, perfect. Now we can change its color, so we can make it more similar to this part. There you go. And the same thing for the other dot. So we'll select dot 1, and I'll pick this color. Nice. Okay, so we are done with this one. I will hide it, and then also I will change these two, the colors to red. That's nice. So we are sure which one we are working with. Okay, I'll put this back to fit up to 100, and I will see my animation. There you go. So now that we are happy with this, the next step will be to render. So for render, it's super simple. Just click over here, and as you can see, we have our composition called iPad mini animation. We click on render, and this will take just a few seconds. There you go. And as you can see, we have our animation. So the next step will be just to upload it. So we upload also to our library. And that's many of the advantages that we have using the LottieFiles plugin, because after you render, boom, you just can upload it to the LottieFiles library. So once this will be done, we'll just go back to Figma. There you go, congratulations. And now we just go back to Figma. And over here, I would just right click and look for the LottieFiles plugin. There you go. And as you can see, we have our animation, which is this one. So we click here, and then we can select convert to GIF. Okay, there you go. So as you can see, we have a small issue here because we forgot to change the background. So I made it in purpose because many of you will have the same issue, and this is very easy to fix it. Go back, and the only thing you need to make sure is that the background is not in none. So for that, just put it white, hit OK, and then convert to GIF. Okay, perfect. Now we can click Add to Figma. And we can close the LottieFiles plugin. So now that we have this in Figma, again, don't worry if it looks cropped. We can change the width and the height. So in this case, we don't have to worry so much in the original width and height. We actually need to match, what we have over here. So I will press K, and we can just, change its opacity. So this one is an actual screenshot from apple.com, as you can see. And I just leave it this so we can use this as a reference. So I will change the opacity to maybe 20, just to know how we will place this. And press K, and it will be just right here. Okay, perfect. So now I will change back the opacity to 100. Okay, good. Then I can hide this GIF, and over here, just to hide this part, I can do something really quick, a very quick solution. I will create a rectangle, and I will use, the same color as the background. There you go. And then I can lock it. Okay, cool. Then put this here and put it on top. Nice. But as you can see, we have this in white. And actually there's a solution, and I thank so much to my friend Kailash from Unacademy. This is a great designer, and he actually showed me this tip the other day. So if you have an animation, a GIF animation, and of course it has a background, so the only thing you need to do is to come here in Figma and choose darken. Boom. There you go. And you may be wondering, does this work also, with the script version? I mean, yeah, let's check it out. So I will press play. And we'll just wait for a while. And yes, it does. So this is pretty neat. Again, thank Kailash, and please follow him. Okay, just going back. So we have our screen over here. I will just move this, to the bottom. And let's say we want to give just a cool animation, So this is very simple to do. I will just select this one. I will duplicate it. And on top this animation, we can even give a sort of fade out. So we can select desktop 3 in this case, go to prototype, and then, we'll just create a link to the next frame, and we'll say after delay, yeah, maybe, I don't know, we can put it's okay, 800. Yeah, smart animate is perfect. Goes to desktop 4. No problem with that. That's fine. And, we can say okay, after this finish, go over here and we can put the opacity to 0. Nice. So we will have a sort of, fading. And then, after this, so we can create a loop. So we can select this one and we say, okay, you can go back to the first one. So again, to prototype, and just point it here, and we'll say after delay, again, 800, we have a smart animate, and we can see how actually it works. Yeah, I think it's going a little bit faster, so we can change this. So we'll say once it goes, after delay. So over here, maybe we can put it 1500. And yeah, over here 50. And let's see how it works. So we hit play. There you go. So that's it. That's how you can recreate the iPad mini Lottie animation from Apple. And how you can implement it, also in your prototypes using Figma. So that's it for today. I really hope you like it. And if you have any comments or questions, please let us know. I will see you in the next one. Bye.